Welcome back. In an unfortunate accident on Thursday, a truck collided with a school bus at Darbandoda. A school student suffered minor head injuries. Just after the accident, priest of St. Joseph Church, Father Felix Lobo, jammed the traffic and blocked the road to protest against the mining traffic. Here's a report. A school bus was hit by a truck at Pratap Nagar in Darbandoda on Thursday morning. A school student was injured in the accident. The girl was immediately rushed to GMC hospital in Bambuli. The girl is out of danger. Immediately after the accident, Father Felix Lobo along with his supporters protested against the mining trucks and blocked the road, jamming the traffic. Later, PI of Ponda CL Patil rushed to the site with his force and cleared the mob blocking the road. Father Felix was arrested by police. After the arrest of the priest, the mob was cleared and the vehicular movement was smooth once again. Agitated mob went to the police station and created chaos and demanded release of the priest. CL Patil had to give out a pushback order to clear the mob at the police station. Our reporter at Darbandoda, Vivek Prabhu. Finally, the doctor of the Apollo Hospital briefed about the Home Minister's health status. Dr. Rajesh Jeurani said that Home Minister is not suffering from food poisoning. Doctor said that he is suffering from viral hepatitis. Ravi Naik's stay at the Apollo will be extended by another 2 to 3 days. Jeurani confirmed that Home Minister is recovering.
The management of the Apollo Hospital took 2 long days to open up on the health status of Home Minister Ravi Naik. Ravi was admitted on 26 January after he vomited and felt uneasy during a function at Shantinagar, Fonda. Hospital maintained top secrecy regarding the health status and treatment of Ravi Naik. Finally, Dr. Rajesh Jevrani briefed media. Doctor informed that they have scanned Ravi Naik's heart. Doctor says it is normal.
We have scanned his heart and that is normal.
Is he a diabetic as well?
Yeah, he is a diabetic.
So both this heart training and diabetes both are under control?
Yes, both are. So this time the problem is not to do with heart or diabetes, it is to do with his viral hepatitis.
Doctor also said that Minister is not suffering because of food poisoning.
He had alleged food poisoning or?
No, it's not a food poisoning. Okay. Our Home Minister is basically...
Yeah.
Our Home Minister has been admitted with fever and vomiting, and he's been found to have some jaundice and some hepatitis. And basically this is some kind of a viral hepatitis. We have sent some blood reports and few of the reports have been expected. But he's doing a good recovery. And his hospital stay is going to be at least another 2-3 days more. He's been taking oral diet now. His vomiting has stopped. His fever is also getting controlled. So I think it's a matter of another few more days in the hospital. But what he requires is strict bed rest at the moment.
A reporter from Apollo Victor, Ramesh Naik Raut.
The Russian conundrum doesn't seem to die. After all the hype surrounding them, another problem has surfaced. The Russians seems to have found a new profession as tourist guides in Goa. Local licensed guides have strongly opposed this. Local tour guides are feeling the heat of the Russian counterparts. The All Goa Tourist Guide Association is up in arms against these activities by the Russians. They say the Russians are operating as tour guides for the past 2 years. They also say that despite several complaints to the concerned authorities, no action is being taken.
रशियन येता पळय ते फक्त हांगा गायडींग करपाक येता अशे दिसाक कितेंच ग्रूप येता हांगा 10-15-20 पण हे पयलीं पासून हांगा आमचो गायड कोणूच घेयना आनी ते आपुणूच गायडींग करता आतां ते जवळ जवळ 2 वर्सां जालीं आनी आमचे गायड आसा ते बेकार आसा करून आमी प्रत्येकाक एका कंप्लेनी दिल्ल्यो आसा कन्सल्टंट डिपार्टमेंट आर्किओलॉजीक दिल्ली आसा गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडिया दिल्ली आसा GTDCक दिल्ली आसा पण कोणूच लक्षान घेयना आमचे.
However, Director of Tourism Swapnil Naik says that he had received complaints in this regard. He added that these Russians who have prior knowledge of Goa might come up with a group and accompany them as they do not understand English. He revealed that these Russians are not licensed tour guides and cannot stay in Goa for the whole season due to new visa rules.
In connection with that, I had sent some of my officers to find out the situation, and also we had a talk with the travel agents on this issue. We had sent them a letter also requesting that they should try avoiding such practices. But the tourism industry, the industry also has a problem that there is a big constraint of language. The local guides do not know Russian, and anyway, there's employing a person who doesn't know Russian as a guide, who is of no use to the group. So they do admit that at some time some of the group members or some of the representatives who are aware of the history and some background are used by them, and they do not have to appoint a guide. So I think the best alternative in this case would be that the guide should also pick up the languages, Russian and some of the languages. The church and others also do not have any problem on this, and in fact, the feedback what I got is that they also, the church and others have also advised our local guides to first pick up the language before making any complaints.
Our reporter Jason Suarez with video journalist Anil Sanadi and Ravindra Dalvi. Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar has stressed the need of bringing growth in higher education sector of our country. Mashelkar says India with more than 1 billion people deserves more IITs and IIMs. He feels youth with better higher education can shape the future of India. Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar is an eminent Indian scientist and presently serves as the scientific advisor to the Prime Minister of India. He was born in Marseille. On Wednesday, Dr. Mashelkar attended lecture series organized by the Goa University. Few years back, Dr. Mashelkar also headed Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Chief Minister Digambar Kamath and Speaker Pratap Singh Rane also attended Mashelkar's lecture.
The issues connected with higher education, I would use 3 key words which are going to be important for higher education. First is expansion, second is inclusion, and third is excellence. Expansion, inclusion, and excellence. Why expansion? India is a large country, a country of 1 billion. How can you do with 6 IITs? How can you just do with 5 IIMs? You have to 10-folds that number. And we must create opportunity for large number of people, so many young people. So expansion is a must. Inclusion. Those unfortunate who are excluded must be included in the system.
Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar has received more than 20 doctorates from various universities in India and abroad. For many Goans, Dr. Mashelkar is an inspiration and an example of how a Goan can achieve global fit. For decades, India witnessed brain drain. Now Mashelkar says India too is becoming a land of opportunities just like the US.
US brands itself as a land of opportunity. Okay? How will you brand India? You know what he said? India is a land of ideas. Interesting. And there is a good news and a bad news. India is a land of ideas, but US is a land of opportunity. And that is why the migration of our very best talent takes place there. Now, how do we create India as a land of opportunity? That becomes the issue. Then things will start happening. And you can see that that change is already taking place.
A reporter from Panji Laukik Shilkar with video journalist Sunny Narvikar. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.